Oh, my monitor's in the way. Okay, well, I guess, if you didn't realize already, I don't know what I'm trying to say. What am I trying to say? It's 20 seconds and I'm just starting. Daily uploads. I guess I was worried about, well, first, what am I worried about? I don't even know. What am I doing? No, actually, okay. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to think about, like, all the things I was thinking about today. And just, like, like, how do I even want to format these videos? Because the other video got, like, 40 views, which was crazy. And now it feels like I kind of want to have a rhyme / rhythm to them. But God, what was going on there? What happened? But because I was thinking I'd structure them in, like, well, first give them an actual title as opposed to the date, because all the videos already have dates on their own. But then also, like, I would talk about what actually happened in my day, if anything interesting had happened, and then, like, after I finish talking about that, then, like, some big thing that I'm thinking of. I don't know, just something like that. Which I guess is harder for me to do because my brain already jumps around from, like, tangent to tangent, but I don't know. I'm just thinking my thoughts out loud. And at least I'm trying to be, like, I'm not trying to present, like, a ideal version of myself. Because I guess there are, like, levels to, not reality, but just, like, how people present themselves on the internet. And I think that, I don't even remember what I talked about yesterday, but, like, part of my ideal for myself is just, like, being who I am without worrying about the expectations of others, within reason. And so that means I have to be more comfortable just being who I am. Because, like at the start of the video, I don't know, I was like, gears were turning, and I was like overthinking, like, oh my god, I have to restart the video. But, like, it is what it is. Now I'm kind of getting into more of a rhythm. But, yeah, I don't know. I kind of like a topic, or, like, I was thinking about something this morning about, like, what should I, like, be talking about in this next video? Because I guess realistically there's only so much you can say without it just being all filler. But at the same time, I'm not sure. I guess, like, because at least for me, like, I mentioned in yesterday's video, like, I like documenting things and, like, looking back and seeing what they are. Because when I was younger, I used to, like, delete a lot of stuff because I'd rather forget. But then, like, now it's like I regret it because I'd at least like to look back and think about, or it's more like I don't want to forget the people that were in my life, because, like, everyone has value and everyone's contributed to my life one way or another, and forgetting them is almost like forgetting a part of, not like forgetting a part, I don't know. It's like it feels like every, like, I always try to learn something from each chapter in my life, and if I forget about that, then it's like I'll forget those lessons, then I'll make those mistakes again, and ideally I would not be someone in the future that would hurt someone that I've hurt. English, I don't know. Like, I wouldn't hurt someone the same way. Like, I wouldn't hurt someone in the future the way I did someone in the past. Yes, that's what I wanted to say. And yeah, I don't know. And I don't know. I guess also, like, if you guys couldn't tell, and if some of you guys were like looking back and watching the videos, like I know some of my friends are, but like if you go back in time and you like go to like 2023 and then like see what I was saying before, those videos were more catered for, or at least like the things that I would say would be more for like closer friends. So people who like knew like constantly what was going on in my life. But now that I'm transitioning to like, I guess a wider audience, I'm trying to be I'm still like transparent, but there are like details I'll leave out intentionally, because I don't want to mention people who I don't want to name drop, and then like I don't know, it's simpler that way, I guess, which I'm sure I didn't even have to explain myself. Like, people are not nearly as concerned as I am because I'm an open book. But in any case, like, these videos are just solely for the purpose of like me to think about my own thoughts, process them, and then I guess even just like practice talking. Not that the topics or things I'm talking about are things that people even like discuss in like day-to-day conversation. Because realistically, like when I'm like interacting with people, it's like, I guess I have things that I could be talking about, but it's not like something that other people would be interested in, or at least I assume they wouldn't be, which maybe isn't fair to them in a way, but I think it's easier if I just say nothing and then just go along with whatever everyone else is doing and talking about, because you can't exactly talk about half the things that I was talking about in the past video in like normal conversation, right? Like, I don't know, emotional maturity, my own like character growth, and there's these tissues are in the way. Okay, but yeah, actually, I guess part of what I wanted to talk about in this video was like more context, because I think I was definitely all over the place and like not very coherent, because, well, one, it's like the first time I've even like yapped to myself in a while, and I was trying to give context for like people who like are just tuning in, because I've like talked about things to a lot of people, and I feel like it'd be not rude, it's just not fair if I talk about things and like leave people confused, and then like, I don't know, and I guess also people are just like treating this like a podcast, and if it's entertaining in that way, then more power to you. I don't even like, because like when I listen or like watch things, it feels like I have to like get something out of it, but I don't know if it's just like, oh, Chad's yapping for 54 minutes, or like, or it's just something like put on, I don't know. I'm actually like curious what you like, not that anyone has to comment, but like if you're willing to share your thoughts, like what benefit, okay, that's whatever, like I'm just curious, I'm curious about that, but that's not really important. In any case, like, well, okay, if I try to structure this, I'll talk about my day first, and then talk about the big thing on my mind, if there's even like really anything. But it's like for today, it's like woke up, went to work, empty as hell, because everyone works remote on Fridays and Mondays, and today is Friday. And I was like, yesterday I was like slacking off pretty damn hard. I had like, because my internship work has just been Excel sheets, and that's like, maybe I shouldn't be talking about this in a public forum, or whatever. In any case, I reasonably completed my project, or not my project, my current assignment, in the established deadline. But you know, I took some breaks and read the beginning after the end, catching up. For those of you who don't know, it's like a manhwa, or like it's a webtoon, whatever. Jake knows. And I finished that assignment today, but then I was also talking to like my assignment leader, which is basically my manager, and we were talking for like I don't know however long, because she only comes in like on Thursdays, but she was in on Friday for some reason, and we were just like chopping it up and talking about the racetrack yesterday. I went to the racetrack yesterday. That was fun. I didn't even mention that because I don't know why I didn't mention that yesterday. But there's a fly in my tissue box. Well, I don't know. We have hella flies in our apartment, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, it was also raining earlier today, and I just got out of the shower. I took a cold shower, and I was a fanboy. I'm a little cold, a little chilly. So if I'm sniffing a bit, then I apologize. But talked to my assignment leader. I'm gonna have a meeting with her on Monday to see progress, things like that. So honestly, I don't even like have that much work, and so I have a bit of free time. And today I couldn't I don't know, talk to any full timers. Everyone's out of the office, or I guess I could have, but I'm still not used to that dynamic. Maybe I should be pushing myself on my comfort zone in that respect, honestly. But it is what it is today. Whatever. Finished my work, and then went to grab all-you-can-eat sushi with my roommates and then another intern. Or maybe it's just friends, like, whatever. And god damn, I was packed. Holy hell. We were there, we got there like, what, 2 o'clock? And then, yeah, and if anyone's curious, I wear my watch the opposite way because it feels more convenient to, like, look at. Because of, like, if you're holding something, like if I'm holding, it's like facing me, but then it's like how often, I don't know. But we were there for like 2 hours and we were just munching. There was so much food. They brought it out, like I'll probably like post on my Instagram story, like repost it. I'm assuming like Rob or Arham are gonna like show the picture, post the picture on their Instagram story. But it's like they put all the sushi out like a ship. It was crazy. It was so much food. We were like, holy hell. But the place itself was like, they had like Kids Bop's remixes of like pop songs playing, and it was like looping on the same playlist. It was like an hour. It was like Ed Sheeran, Sia. Wait, was it Sia? I'm not sure. I'm trying to remember the songs. Oh, they did The Weeknd Dirty. There was like They had like a kids version of Starboy, and they were like, "Don't gentrify my boy," like that. But, anyways, aside from the music, food was not the worst. I think it was like I don't think I've had like really amazing sushi before, but also maybe I don't know. I've had like really amazing food, it's food has flavor, but it's not like mind blowing or life changing. Aside from like I had some really good biryani on the way to Montreal. That was really good. That was really good Indian food. But the sushi place, no, it was fun though. They had a really annoying paper towel dispenser in the bathroom, I will say. It's like you'd wash your hands, and then obviously you try to use the paper towel dispenser, but instead of like, well, first of all, either like, because usually paper towel dispensers have like, you like put your hand under and then like it like waves, or there's like the lever that you push. This one had a fucking wheel or like a cog, and you had to like spin it to get the paper towel out, but it would like go out like an inch every time, and it was ridiculous. And then like, because like there'd be like a level of like paper towel where it's like, oh, like maybe you can grab it and pull it out. No, you can't. Your hand's too wet. You pull it, you grab it, you rip it, and then you have whatever's left in your hands, and the paper towel's still just hanging there. And like, oh my god. Like, it didn't like annoy me, but I was like, that's crazy. That's actually like hilarious. And then there's a dude sleeping in the booth. Yeah, because I was like, I ate so much sushi and so much food. Like, I didn't think I could keep eating, but then I kept eating. I was saying like, oh yeah, I'm screwed. It's over. But I just kept putting food in my mouth. I don't even want to think about how many calories I've consumed like the past week. Because we went to this past Saturday, went to Cheesecake Factory. I went to Cheesecake Factory for the first time. English. I went to Cheesecake Factory. Oh, the Cheesecake Factory? I don't know. For the first time, they were like the portions are, or at least like looking at the menu, they say that each item is like literally over like 1,000 calories, like everything. Then you go to Skinnylicious and it's like, wait, so it's called? I don't know. But the food there they're insane portions. And we were like counting our calories, and I was like, damn, like 3,000 calories in one day. I was like, holy hell, that's ridiculous. But it was an experience. The cheesecake, we got an Oreo cheesecake, which wasn't bad, but I was really curious about the cherry cheesecake. Oh, excuse me. Oh my gosh. Like the cherry and the strawberry, those are like my two favorite flavors. Actually, now that I think about it, I think I've lost the lactose intolerance. I was lactose intolerant. I don't know. Anyways, but that's what we did this past Saturday, and then I think we ate more food on Sunday. I don't remember where we went. Oh, we went to the movies on Sunday, and then we saw Long Legs, which was actually a pretty enjoyable movie. It's advertised as a horror, but it's a thriller. Like, don't go in thinking it's a horror movie, because it's not. I thought it was really enjoyable, although they probably could have made it a little bit longer, because there were like parts of like the antagonist that they could have like fleshed out a bit better. But it is what it is. I really enjoyed it. It's a really interesting concept. Although the ending, oh my god, I was like, why? It's so the first, I don't know. There was one course of action that could have been taken, and it wasn't. I'm like, oh my god, like every time, like why did they do that? Like if I'm creating the plot for this movie, I was reading that. Like, why aren't they doing it? Like, why? Make it more interesting or something. But I don't know if I ate anything crazy on Monday. Oh, Sunday night we had my roommate made pho, and it was pretty good, pretty damn good. The first time I made it wasn't so great. I told him that. I'm not just talking behind his back. But this second time was fucking crazy. It was really damn good. He learned from his mistake, and he cooked. He literally cooked. He was cooking. Yeah, I suck at cooking. I'm not gonna lie. I need to learn how to cook this fall. And I still have no idea who my new roommates are, but we'll find out. We'll see. Hopefully, I don't have new roommates, because I also strike a balance. Not a balance. There's like an interesting dichotomy I have, dynamic dichotomy, where I'm like both social and like kind of antisocial. Like I don't mind being alone. I'm like now very comfortable hanging out with myself, just doing shit on my own. But like if there's people, like I'll do shit with them. Like why not? Unless I actually have like issues with them, because like if they're very emotionally immature or like talk hella shit or just like super negative, then it's like it's bad energy. Like you guys see my Instagram story, or just like the things that I share, and like the mindset that I have. Like it's like at least try in whatever way you can to look at the bright side. Because I always used to do this. I mean, everyone does this. Like you see something happens, you're like, oh, that like, or like someone cuts you off in like a street, or like when you're driving, and you're like, asshole, like why are you doing that shit? It's dangerous. But then like you don't know if they're in like an emergency, or they're trying to like get to something, like maybe they're in a crazy rush for whatever reason. And it's like the idea that just like judging people for their actions as opposed to their intentions, which is a fine line you have to draw. Like you can't exactly dismiss everything because like, oh, they had good intentions. But like in some respects, like you can like stop for a second and recalibrate and be like, maybe like the people around you are not bad people. Like they are, like you are people to other people. And it's not fair to judge other people when you know yourself, like, oh, I did this thing, but my intentions were good. But then that's not fair for other people when you judge them by their actions. But which is like a hard thing to, I guess, even like build into yourself. But like I've been catching myself on that, I think, so which I'm proud of. Holy shit, I went on a crazy tangent. Sushi, back to today, and yeah, I'm surprised. I ate a lot. I'm surprised with myself. And the price was like $21, so not bad. I've been spending a lot too, though. Last night I was like talking to Chris, and we planned out our trip for Anime NYC. Bought tickets, which were like $200. Don't tell my parents that. I bought a train ticket to Somers, New York. I just doxed him. Shit. He's somewhere around. He's not there. He's not there. No, actually, it was a bus ticket to Croton, not Somers, New York. Sorry, Chris. Anyways, and then he bought a hotel, and I'm debating whether I should add this joke. One bed. We're gonna do some crazy no, okay. Sorry. Anyways, which would be fun. I love conventions. I found a Full Metal Alchemist cosplay, which is like $13 on Party City. It was originally $40, which is a crazy sale. It's kind of suspicious though, but it can deliver at some point. So I'm gonna be dressing up as Eduardo Ulrich. Who's the GOAT? I love that anime. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Like, it was the first anime that I watched that I actually literally could not put down. It was like, the story was amazing. I love the animation. The fight scenes are great. The music's great. Everything. I don't know. I should rewatch it, honestly. But yeah, so that's that. I've been spending a lot of money. But then we went to, after the sushi place, we decided to drive to card stores, trading card stores, because two of my friends like collecting Pokemon cards, which is odd. And I saw that they had One Piece trading cards. I was like, shit, I forgot this game was like a thing. That's why I bought 3 packs. They had the starter deck for like $20, but I'm like, am I gonna play it? Am I gonna have someone to play it with? I don't know. But I bought 3 like booster packs. I got a few cards, and they're sick. I might as well show the camera, I guess. I'm talking about it now. I also bought like sleeves and top loaders, but the top loaders don't fit. The sleeves don't fit the top loaders, and sleeves are like the things you put the cards in. This is this cute little guy, Tony Chopper, the GOAT. I love that guy. Oh, he's so adorable. And then top loaders are like the thick. Maybe I shouldn't be flicking that. Garb. I can't even. I don't know. Whatever. I can't. I put the camera brightness down. Whatever. But I got a few cards. I got. Do you see? Okay, I don't know if you can see that. Maybe the brightness is. This is like the lighting in this room is terrible. Got some pretty good art. Maybe I shouldn't show the camera that. I want to watch One Piece film Red. Tot musical. I also got some hollows, which are cool. I don't know what the cool. Yeah, they're all okay. I got Rob Ricci. Yeah, I gotta rewatch one. I get not rewatch. I already read One Piece, but I gotta watch One Piece. I actually like want to force myself to sit through like 1,000 episodes of like slow ass pacing, just for fun. My thing is like, not my thing, but enjoy the journey, the destination, not the. Because now my mindset toward the film was like, am I enjoying each and every episode? It's more like I'm along for the ride. Is the ride fun? At least, like a little. Am I like wanting to see how this ends? Well, keep going. But yeah, got a few cards. They're like $6 each. It's not bad. Now I feel like I fall into the trap of being a card collector. Because there's some crazy ass cards. Like, I didn't know how expensive cards got. Well, I had some idea. I just didn't remember. But like, I guess like the most expensive card out of like the booster packs that I got were like $3,000. I was like, what if I get 3? That's gambling. So I did not do that at the racetrack. I did not gamble. It was cool seeing horses race. But anyways, I opened those cards and then no, we're back here. Back here. So, yeah, I survived the journey today. I was in time today for 25. Well, not even today, just like everything. But yeah, I don't know. Today's also like the last day. Mert, if you're watching this, you sold. No, not actually. Mert was just caught a meeting, but the whole gig wasn't there. The whole I'm Pretty Lovers gig was not there. So tragic. Goodbye, Mert. Farewell. But yeah, no. I think I've gotten a lot more. I've definitely gotten a lot more comfortable just like existing in social spaces. Like I was not doing that shit before. Because before I used to just like say anything and everything to like fill the void. But now it's like I mean, I still have some like moments where I'm like I want to say something but I don't know what to say because I'm just blanking right now. But for the most part, like I've just been less stressed about like, because like when I eat lunch with the interns, or when I used to eat lunch with the interns, because everyone's gone today. Everyone's gone. Everyone left today. All the interns are gone. It's so tragic. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, everyone's last day today. Not everyone. There's still some people here. But what was I saying? Oh, just like, because like I said before, like I was overthinking. And I'm like, oh my god, what should I say? Why am I worried about that? Like, well, not why am I worried about that. There's like, you can have good reason to be worried about that. But like for me, it's just like, in terms of developing a train of thought that allows me to just exist normally, why am I worried about that? I don't need to be worried about that. I just listen, actually listen, and then just respond. Like, because I used to do this thing, sometimes I still do it, where I'm trying to like, it's like, I'm getting better at it. Like, I'll talk to people, and then like, I'll be trying to cook up a response in my head. Because then I'm like, okay, what can I say to not kill this conversation? Because I think I have a bad habit of that. Not that I think it does bother me a little, because I can't figure out like exactly why that is. But anyways, but then like when I overthink and try to cook up a response, then it's just like the hesitation, and then like I think it just comes out as like you're too worried. And like when I was talking to like my manager today, I was just like, maybe I'll just ask this question, maybe I'll just say this thing, maybe I'll just yap and just say this, like, and what do you know, it worked, because I was talking to her for like 20 minutes as opposed to just like being quiet. It's like a choice for me. I can like choose to be quiet and have like a 5-minute interaction, or I can yap when I feel like it's necessary, and just because I feel like if for like connections with people that like aren't like crazy deep, because like my roommates, like I see them like every day, but because I see them every day, I don't need to be yapping constantly. I can just like exist with them and chill with them. We're cool, like we're boys. But then if it's like people I don't see frequently, basically there are topics I could be talking about with them. And like in those moments, that's how you build up those connections. And I'm still learning, I guess. Whole new space, considering I had zero social skills when I was growing up. But I've come a long way, so it is what it is. Like I said, I'm grateful for everything I've been through. Wouldn't have it any other way. Builds character, and not in a cringy way. That's just like not like the bad kind of character, I guess. Holy shit, where was I going with that? What was I saying? I don't remember. Oh, just being more comfortable with myself. Yeah, it's like a lot of small changes. Seriously, like you really have to practice like every day and just remind yourself that there's no reason not to be comfortable with yourself. Like realistically, like I don't know. I guess I didn't really like I didn't have the idea like that I was like the value that I had was in what I could provide other people, or like the things that I could support them with, and if I couldn't do that, and if I couldn't connect with other people, then like, well, shit, I'm worthless. That's not the case, because I've seen time and time again that even in the moments where I don't feel like I'm doing my best or providing the most value or doing something that's like, sorry, there's a bug on my keyboard. Lost my train of thought. But like, it's, I'm just gonna blow my nose right now because I'm feeling a little. All right, okay. No, this isn't okay. Sorry about that. Sorry, y'all. Oh, excuse me. But it's like, what was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought. That totally distracted me. Shit. I was trying to remember where I was at. I think I was like low-key cooking, and then I dropped the pot. Oh my god. Anyway, okay, whatever. I'm just gonna, like, I have more, like, I can, oh, I remember. Like, the connection, like, the people that I see every day, like, they don't care that I'm not thinking about it. Not that I'm doubting something, but just, like, recalibrating mentally, like, what, if what I say is, like, the honest truth in my head. Or like what I truly believe. In any case, I convinced myself that I have intrinsic value, because I do. And in the moments where I might be just sitting silently with someone I know, or someone I'm new to interacting with, it's not like I have a crazy panic of just like, oh fuck, this person thinks I'm weird. I'm like, fuck, I'm like, God, I'm a loser. No, it's like, it is what it is. Like, you don't always have to be talking. Like, it's not that serious, not that deep. I mean, I guess like the mantra of like my mentality at the moment is just like, it is what it is. Like, if I want to do something, I do it. If I don't, and if it ends up not happening, even though I want to do it, then like, well, one, it is what it is, but two, like, it is what it is as in like, it happened, you can't do anything about it now, so don't dwell on it. But one, like, if that's something that I want, like if I wanted to do something but I didn't do it, that's a regret. So in the future, I should do something about that regret and not just let it sit, which is like rumination or whatever. Like, I think I shared a video on my story about rumination. Just like, if you just like talking about your problems and just like sitting with them and like venting to your friends, but then you don't have like a real, like, if you're not thinking of like a solution past those things, or you're just trying to like create a path for yourself for that to change, then it's like worse for you, or it makes it worse for you. And I think that's like one of like the bigger things I realized when I was younger, is just like, because like when I was like in middle school and I was way more insecure, I had a private story where I would like yap to all my closest friends. It's just like, oh god, I don't even remember what I would say. It's like, oh, life sucks, or like, why am I like this, or like, what am I even doing with myself, like, blah 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 blah. It'd be literally every single day. And I think I like, just like to some degree, I was like, one, not enjoying it, but I was just like, oh god, I feel so bad. Why can't someone like help me? Because I wanted someone to like show that they cared about me. And then I could convince myself that I had value. That doesn't feel right. That doesn't sound like what's like what I'm thinking in my head, the belief I have in my head. But in any case, it's just like I wallowed in that mentality, which I guess is like a victim mentality almost, because I didn't like try to do anything to change. Like I was just like, shit sucks. It is what it is, and I can't do anything about it. As opposed to like, it is what it is. And if it is what it is, let me just do something that seemingly has no apparent consequence. That didn't make sense. I don't know. But like, I wasn't really devising any game plan because I just wanted to be like, there's a bug. But I was really just like, because there's one person who I won't really give much context for, because I don't like if she's watching this, then like I don't want to make it obvious. That I at the time I was really hurt. But then realistically, her actions at the time hurt me at the time, because looking back, like, it's not like she did anything wrong, but I was just like, I saw something, and I convinced myself like, oh, because she did this, this is all I amount to. I didn't try to like prove my worth in any way by trying to like fight for that back. And then she like, maybe that's too much context. But like I was really just like, oh, my mentality was like, you hurt me, and if we try to reconnect in any way, then it's like, you messed up, that sucks. But then like thinking back now, it's like, if I had the self-confidence to just be like, this was not something that was personal at all, then maybe I could have like had the guts to reach out, reconnect, and then be friends again. It was just like that like, I don't even know if I can call that pride. Just the idea of like, you hurt me with your actions, let me hurt you with mine. Which I guess is just like, not vengeance, that's like way too aggressive for it. It's just like an eye for an eye mentality, which I don't think is the healthiest. Which kind of reminds me of like, I was talking to, oh, there's trash on the floor. Oh my gosh. I gotta clean up my room a little. Yeah, my room's messy. But I'm taking a little tissue break, if you don't mind, if you'll excuse me. Keep sniffling. That was a little louder before. Because I watched Vinland Saga 2 summers ago, and from that really like jump started English. I don't know what. It put me on the path of this like change / self-improvement thing. I don't want to spoil. Okay, if you didn't watch Vinland Saga, I'll summarize it really quickly. Okay, basically, no, I won't say anything about the plot point, but like, there's a lesson that the main character learns that like changes everything. He doesn't even really understand it until like the end of the 2nd season too. Maybe that's a spoiler. I'm sorry, but that show really made me think about like what my values were, who I wanted to be, like what I really wanted to do with my life. Because it was very introspective, and like, I mean, I did enough of that in like freshman year, because I was just like focused on like, how do I change, which is a result of Rainbow Six Siege, and that's a story for another day. But Vinland Saga really was just like, damn, that's eye-opening. I'm like, shit, let me look more into this stuff, just like philosophy, morals, ideals, values. I didn't really think about that much before, but then that show opened my eyes a little, and I was still immature a bit in that like journey, because I remember talking about it with certain people, if those people are watching, and like someone corrected me in saying like, you're slightly wrong in some ways. And I was like, you know what you're talking about. And that was just my pride. But just like, I don't know, the idea, it's like the one thing that like I feel like everyone, there are a lot of ways I think people can like grow emotionally, and like people can grow their emotional intelligence in a lot of ways. And I could honestly like list a few. I'm not trying to laundry list shit. But it's like one big thing is like if someone hurts you in some way, don't wallow in that. Because if you sit with that and focus on that, you're just like preventing all progress, or just like any growth. Like you're just smothering any opportunity for growth for yourself, because you're just so hyper. Well, not that like anyone's like severely, like I doubt anyone that's watching this is like seriously like, oh, I want to, like this person's like, ah, God, son of a, like I doubt. Well, I mean, there are some people, maybe, I don't know your experiences, but like I guess the bigger thing is like not letting your emotions control you. Like one thing that, like one phrase that I was kind of like putting into my head was that like your emotions are valid but your actions are not, which I think has been like a big guiding principle for myself, at least like more recently, because they're like things that like I immediately might want to reach for or do or say, but then I know that's not in line with my beliefs, ideals, or values. And so then if I do that, like my emotion to want to do that is valid, but like if I actually do it and it conflicts with who I want to be or the current values I have for myself now, then it's like, why am I doing that? Like that doesn't make sense. And so I think I've really grown to ingrain a lot of these like ideas and like beliefs like that into my body and brain. And so now it's like really easy for me to just like, well, not really easy. It's still like there's some moments where I'm just like, not gonna do this for like a little bit, but it's not like it doesn't consume my day to day like it used to before. Because like in middle school, high school, like the only thing I had was like video games, which is like also not bad, because like video games are a great way to connect with people online. Because I know that like some interns here, like the main social interaction they get is with like the people that they're working with, which is obviously fine, because their friends are like away in college and like in other places. It's like, what are you gonna do about that? But then I think I'm fortunate that I, like, despite the fact that I struggle with like my own self-confidence or like self-esteem and things like that when I was younger, I had video games, and the community that I built, I didn't build a community, the friends that I have online, like I can always trust that like they'll be there and I can always rely on them. And honestly, there were moments before where I didn't value that enough, and if you are watching this, which some of you probably are, because you guys are like my closer friends, I apologize. And I really still have like a ways to go in terms of like valuing everyone. But if you're one of those people, thank you for being there. I appreciate it. I would not be who I am today without y'all. And I mean, that goes for literally everybody that's been in my life. Like, the people I used to be friends with in middle school, high school, the people I tried to be friends with freshman year, the friends that I did make sophomore year, the random roommates I got last year at just, at 11:07. Like, I learned so much from everyone, and at least like, even if I wasn't learning, you guys gave me the space to just exist and learn. Not like, I just said like if I wasn't learning, I don't know why. Okay, well, if in the moments where I wasn't learning or trying to learn or trying to change myself, like, you guys gave me the space to just relax, recalibrate, focus up, lock in, all this stuff, and you've changed my life for the better. So, thank you. Also the interns like here in Schenectady, like I feel like I'm like a fast track to figuring out who I am. Because I remember like if you're like if anyone on 1107 is watching this now, like well, specifically the people I had this conversation with, I'm not gonna name drop, but I remember talking with like 2 people at least and being like, yeah, this is the ideal version I have of myself, or like I'm where I want to be, like I'm happy with who I am and blah blah blah, and like this is my peak. And they were like, what the hell are you talking about? You're fucking 20 years old. I was like, so what? I can be where I am at 20 years old. He lied, narrator. At least I thought I was where I wanted to be, but God, wow, even like from like that point, like that was like not even like a full year. It's not even a full year since that moment, and like I feel like I've like gotten like so much closer to being where I am, or like who I want to be. Because I read this manga called The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity, which is a romance manga. It's amazing. It's not realistic at all because it's like high schoolers, and their communication is like off the charts. Their emotional maturity is insane, and reading that. Like, okay, a summary about the plot is basically like there are 2 high schools. One is like, oh my god, delinquent boys, all boys school, and then the second one is like just all girls reputation. They're like insanely smart, blah blah blah. And it's basically you follow the like romance between one boy from the bad delinquent school and then like a girl from like that's all smart school, and they're like, and things aren't as they seem. Like I'll just say that, like. If you read manga or you're interested, like it's a great romance manga. I love it, and it's like that was like a part of like figuring out who I wanted to be, because like in a lot of those moments, like they're very sincere and honest. They communicate a lot, and they know. Some of them know what they want to be, who they want to be, and they know how to support their friends, and that was like who I was trying to be this past junior year. Not that I did that very earnestly, because I still didn't even know how to like be myself in a new space. But I don't know. I value stories heavily, anime, manga, books, movies, shows, because you can learn so much from them. Well, not like there are shows that are like purely for like just entertainment. Like long ones, like there's no like meaning or theme or like whatever, like it's just like a horror movie, like, or like a thriller. But the stories that I really enjoy are the stories that I feel like I can learn something from or take something away from. Like Blue Lock is like pure self-improvement, and I feel like that gave me a concrete form of like how to get better at a game or how to actually do better in real life. That might sound cringe, but like it was worked for me, so like I'm like it is what it is. Like if you're not rocking with it, you're not rocking with it. But I don't know why I said that. That was like overly negative. That's like just try it, give it a shot. Like why not? If you don't like manga, then you don't like manga. But like I would reconsider. That's what I would recommend. I think there's like the whole medium of like anime manga, like the community is kind of cringe. Some like a lot of aspects of it are pretty cringe, but like the stories themselves, like I think there are a lot of bad things that get a lot of like screen time on the internet that really don't deserve it. Like My Hero Academia, like it's like the fandom is like I don't think it's done anything bad recently, except for like. Well, like they're like they ship weird. I don't know, but like there are those stories out there that are fantastic, and I love them. And like One Piece, Berserk, Blue Lock, The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity, Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist was great. the last, like the ending line for Fullmetal Alchemist, amazing, beautiful. It really like culminates the entire, like it just rounds it all out. But it's like, I don't think anyone should ever stop trying to learn and grow, because, well, that's like that's my personal opinion. Like if you don't care, you don't care. But like me personally, for myself, like I'm curious about where my potential lies, who I can end up being, and like what, not my peak, but just like what version of myself can I build that I'd be proud of? What does that look like in the future? And I think that I've been working for that ever since, like, I don't know if you count, no, like not when I was like that, you know, but like at least 3 years ago, like that's when I really started like thinking like I have to grow and change. And because, well, actually no, even when I was younger, I wanted to be like outgoing and like extroverted. I just didn't know how to talk to people because I had zero in real life social skills. It's like, what are you gonna do about that? But now, at least like I'm comfortable with myself, and even if I like don't say the right thing in all the right situations, then like it is what it is. I can build normal connections just fine. So yeah, I don't know. That was a lot. This is getting near to an hour. So hope you guys had a good day. I should have said that at the start. I don't know why I didn't say that at the start, but like, reminder that you guys deserve love. Reminder to practice positive self-talk, because you're all living life for the first time. You guys have been through some shit. We've all been through some shit. You guys deserve the grace to, or you guys deserve to treat yourselves with some grace. And if you don't want to, if you don't feel like you deserve it, I'm just reminding you that you do, even if you don't feel like you do. And you should treat yourselves with grace. I don't know what else I'm trying to say, but I hope that even for the people who didn't make it to the end, like, I hope you gain something from it. If it's at least some insight, or you just enjoy hearing me talk, or I don't know. Like, I just hope you're doing all right. Like, if you're going through some shit, I hope you get through it. I know you'll get through it, which could sound like a false platitude, but like life goes on. Which is not to say, which is not to be cold and like blunt, but just like life doesn't get easier. You just get better at dealing with it, and you have another chance at tackling it tomorrow. There's always a new day. New opportunity for growth. Even if you like do something, you might think you mess up, you might think you make a mistake, but like there's always tomorrow. That's what I like. If like every time like I messed up and like I was just like I'm a total complete failure, I would not be where I am today. Like, you have to celebrate at least you trying. That's the biggest thing. The small victories are so important, and I don't think anyone understands that. Celebrate the small victories any chance you get, because if you're 1% better every day, by the end of the year, that's like you're 37 times better in total. Like, anyways, that's the end of it. Love y'all. Be well. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I don't know. I'll be yapping again. I don't even know how I did this for another hour. It's crazy. But yeah. Treat yourself with grace. And I don't know if I have anything else to say. I don't know. Read a book. Meditate. That's what I try to do. Just remember to slow down. Like, take a breather. That'll be tomorrow's topic. I don't know. Okay, whatever. Bye-bye. Love y'all.